Hi guys, hey, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly, and today we are doing a spread called Killing Bluebeard. It's a little bit of a deeper dive than some of them I've done, so we're just going to get to it and hopefully you enjoy it. So here we go. Once more. Okay. I'm being drawn to this deck also. So we're gonna double deck this. It's really only a 6-card spread. We'll see where it goes. Okay, little woozy. All right. The question is the story of Bluebeard, real quick. The girl gets married to this rich-looking man. Looks like he's successful and good, and she goes out to live in this place, and it's palatial, and she's got a key to every room. But he tells her when he goes on a business trip, you can't unlock the basement. She unlocks the basement and finds former dead wives that have been down there. She runs up to the rooftop knowing that he's going to be home from his business trip and calls to her brothers for help and gets away. So this is what we've got here. The first card is Bluebeard. What's the nature of my predator in my wild self? The 2 of Swords, Temperance, which is also 2, and the Ace of Pentacles. This to me speaks of having a difficult choice to make, not being able to make choices, feeling like you're blinded, like you don't want to make a choice, you're lost in indecision, holding on to tight to something this guy has an offering. It is material, it's wealth, it's something grounded and real, but not really seeing on it, holding it rather than offering it is kind of crazy. And then Temperance, not balancing the choices and the decisions with what you have for resources. You're making unbalanced choice, and it's kind of cutting off your nose to spite your face, either through indecision or avoidance. And then Temperance is the need to balance it and the refusal to do so. Okay, moving next, the key. What do I know deep in my soul that I wish I didn't? Okay, this is a crazy one. All right, death. Something is ending, something is over, something is done, something needs transformed, you've outgrown, it needs finished, it needs cast aside, cast away, done, you need to get out, leave. The Tower, your structure, your foundation, just like the girls, it's going to be blown up, everything's going to be blown to the ground, you'll feel like you're falling, your sense of security will be gone if ever there was one. If in the story she could have stayed there forever without knowing what was below, maybe she'd have been fine, or maybe she would have ended up just like them. She may not have been afraid when he was coming home, but she could have been next on the list, wife number X and X and X. The tower's falling down, everything, she's being thrown out, she has to find her way out, running through the tower and up above and then out. Something has ended, like the former knowledge of thinking this guy's a good guy, but maybe an inkling of something wrong. No, you have more than an inkling. Something is wrong. Something needs ended. Then you have the 10 of Coins, all this luxury, all this money, this inheritance you're supposed to have. But here you are playing a game of the mind, a mind game. with yourself. And here you are under the table in this one, just holding on for dear life with this little piece that's been given, not feeling like you know your worth, or you're getting your worth, or you know what the next move is. Number 3. For some reason this guy only got one and so did this one, so okay, whatever. It got dealt how it got dealt. The dead wives, what of myself lays dying or dead? What part of my psyche has Bluebeard preyed upon? Wow, that's a scare factor. You have 7 of Wands and 9 of Coins. We'll start here. 9 of Coins is this independent. You could do it yourself. You had enough of your assets. You had enough love and value of yourself. You understood that really well. You were independent. You felt luxurious. You had enough. You were safe. But maybe you didn't want to be alone. Maybe the thought of being alone was a little bit frightening. So you had all this independence. You had this. And what lays dying or dead, this whole sense of you can do it by yourself is in jeopardy. This independent, strong part of you is being challenged, preyed upon, threatened. Then you have the 7 of Wands. Look at this girl. She is running. And in the story, the girl is running for her life, up and up and up to the parapets, to the top, to the towers, trying to call for her brothers. She's setting boundaries, setting boundaries, setting boundaries. The 7 of Wands usually is higher ground, but here so many things are coming at her. She has to defend. She's a little lost. She feels like she doesn't know the forest for the trees, or judgment's impaired. Boundaries need set, and she's struggling with knowing where her independence is and where the boundaries need set. Number 4. The brothers. And it says, what can I call upon to help me? This is nice to see. The brothers, the 3 of Cups, community, support, celebration. They celebrate her, you, they celebrate the main character. They celebrated this. They probably celebrated at the wedding, not really knowing she was marrying such a baddie, not really knowing you were in jeopardy, but there's people around you who want to celebrate you and help you and support you. There's a community still around you, and this is in the story who she calls to. Coming next is the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is where you have that victory, where others have helped you get there. She's called to her brothers. She knows people are there. She knows people have helped her in her past. She knows that there is help around, and she knows she can be victorious. The thing that you can know is that you have the wherewithal to do it, whatever it is, to escape the Bluebeard situation. You can be victorious. Your inner fires, your inner passions, desires, projects, longings, the longings of your heart that light you up, those things can be victorious again and are worthy of celebration. Next out, 5 and 6. 5, killing Bluebeard. How can I neutralize and dissemble the predator? Now this is twofold. There's Bluebeard, the external predator, and then there's Bluebeard in our own minds, what we're doing. How can we neutralize and dissemble this? You have the Queen of Cups. You have this 3 cups here. It's remembering. It's a remembering. It's calling you to remember this. Remember your strength. Remember the success. Remember the talents and skills you have. It's calling you again to others who will celebrate. It's calling them forward, calling forth your own victory. It's setting the boundary that you will not go through this again, that you are done, that you're clearing things away. You can be in this element again. It's trusting your intuition. It's trusting your instinct and your emotion. Getting very clear about that. What do you do to neutralize and disable, disassemble the predator? This is the 5 of Coins. This is self-doubt, feeling like you're on the outside, and in her situation, she would be very much on the outside, outside of the city, outside of where she had help, isolated, on her own. Yet she calls because she remembers. She remembers. Wow, chills in this reading. She remembers. She remembers she had support. She remembers she had friends who are celebrating our victory, who can help her. You're not so isolated on the outside. You do have community here that wants to help you. Remember, trust your intuition, trust that great love that they have for you and you for them, and that is always there, truly. Then the world is allowing a completion of a cycle. It is having protectedness from the angels, ancestors, spirits, and guides. It is trusting that the cycle is complete and allowing yourself to finish it and move forward, right? So in this one, I think you would need to trust your spirit, trust all your guides, lean into that intuition, lean into the divine a little more. You just realize that when it's done, when it's over, then you get to kind of move forward, you get to finish, you get to have a victory again where the wreath is around you, and the wreath is around you and protecting you, and you get to move forward again. If you can leave this isolated place, the sad and the lack and the doubt, if you leave that behind, remember this. Okay, the sun is coming next, and it says the buzzards. What can the energy of my predator be transformed into? So all of this dark can be transformed into this. Now you have the Queen of Wands here next to the Queen of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups in this one looks like something is spilled, but often you see the person window shopping. There's possibility here. This guy is just starting the sketch, just starting the drawing. If he's spilled a couple of cups, maybe there's paints and colors in there. Maybe they're the ones that are spilled. These are standing. Often the cups will show that. In multiple decks it's shown that way. This is about making a choice. So you're sketching the lines, but which colors do you apply? Which talents and gifts and opportunities do you want to take? Where is the love coming from, and where is it deceptive? You have, if you look close, you have an arm sticking out here and a little butt cheek. Somebody is holding this canvas for this painter. Maybe the talent is what's behind the canvas, what's hidden and not seen. Maybe looking in the correct direction where there's more substance would help. Then you have the sun coming for illumination and the Queen of Wands. So when you have this, remember here, remember your intuition, remember you're a queen, remember your royalty, remember the love. And then you have the Queen of Wands, fiery, powerful, strong, the one with the wands that was victorious, the one with the wands that set a boundary, that knew this is the shit I take and this is the shit I don't. This is my tolerance and this is my truth. You have this Queen of Wands standing fiery, magnetic, strong, warrior-like in this deck. Just very, very warrior. And look at some of the posturing, like the hands on the hip to the thighs, like, that's right, I am the shit. Yes, I know it, and I'm commanding it, and I'm calling it forward. You betcha. Or the hand on the hip and the warrior staff, like, you bet I'll rule. Knowing those parts of our personality, knowing those postures and that strength that you can pick up and take up again, and then having that illumination of the sun where things are going to grow and come forward again. So if the buzzards are, how does the predator aspect being transformed? It's walking in your own glory, shedding a light on who you are, sparkling, trusting this intuition when you feel a little bit of doubt, when you feel it's just you alone, and it's not. The world is there for you. Trusting that coming out behind the canvas, or painting what is and seeing what's actually there, right? Beautiful. That is a great one. Holy cow, these bluebeards. Oh, heavy duty, make me dizzy. All right, so that's the bluebeard reading, and then we're gonna pull forward some of the angel cards just because it's such a heavy read. So we'll close it out with this. Okay, ooh, The King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay. I don't know which one is more significant, so I'm just going to read them and show them. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, seeing a counselor. Then you have brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles, that with faith everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. I would say these are very much same aspects as some of this and some of this. This energy, I'm running out of space, and this. So before you would go into another relationship, get clear with yourself. Seek a counselor. Seek counsel. This could be a friend and benefactor. Might not be a romantic partner. Might be a good solid friend that helps you find your way through truth. So that's the Bluebeard reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and like and subscribe, comment if any of this resonates for you. Okay, bye-bye.